Howdy y'all, I'm Steve with Elevate, and today I want to talk about how does a banger work? This is a question I get asked a lot, and really it's fairly simple. So how does it work? Pretty much you heat it up, you drop your dabs in there, and you inhale. There's a few things you need. You should probably have a carb cap. Over the time, we've realized that if we want to do these at lower temperatures, the oils actually vaporize at a much lower temperature. The hotter you get it, the quicker the oils are going to vaporize, hence a bigger hit. So, those big hits though, they also burn out the fats, the lipids, and that's why it hurts. That's why these dabs hurt so bad. So, I always want to point out, cold start dabs, in my opinion, are the best and most efficient way to do a dab. So, how does it exactly work, right? So, well, water boils at about 220 degrees, and then that's at sea level. Then when you come up to our level up here in Colorado Springs, you start to boil the water at around 200 degrees. So the big thing is, does a carb cap lower the pressure to decrease the temperature that it is vaporizing at? The answer to me is probably not as much as we think. The reason for it is, while you are inhaling and the air is going in, there might be a lower pressure in there, but it's not so low that I feel it's going to increase or decrease the boiling point of those oils. So, to note one thing, to receive maximum vaporization of your cannabis, cannabinoids, flavonoids, and terpenes, you need it at about 428 degrees. You can check out Elevate Presents. We have a whole thing on there about the cannabinoids and what temperature they vaporize at and all the goodness they do for you. But the big thing is about 428. So do I vaporize at that temperature? No, I vaporize a little bit higher because I want to get all of that stuff. And then once you put your oils in, once you put your, start breathing in, that's all going to bring the temperature down. So if you keep it slightly above, it's going to maintain it right there. When it comes down, it's going to come back up and work to get it all there. So again, how does it work? We're giving you a lot of this information beforehand because I do feel it's important. So basically, you just heat it up or put your dabs in there first and then heat it up. But either way, you're getting this hot and then the oils are going to boil. So how does it actually work, right? So if you've noticed, and you put it in there and you're at a good temperature and you inhale, you're not going to get this nice big cloud. Why? Well, the big reason is, when you look at this, if the air without a carb cap is going in, it's always the path of least resistance. That's how water flows, air flows, that's how life flows, right? That's why people take the easy path. So the thing you want to do is you want to watch it and then try this at home. And when you inhale, mostly the air is just going to go right over and down and create a little like turbulence in there because the air's going over and it creates a little turbulence as it goes in there. But when you put on a carb cap, it draws that air in there and it hits the oils down there. And that air hitting the oils helps bring up the vaporization of those oils much better. It's not that you're reducing the air pressure, which you might be slightly, but it's more so that you're bringing the air directly over the oils. Check it out at home. If you're cooking some bacon or something, or maybe even some water, right? And you're watching it boil, or you're watching the grease, like, same thing, vaporize off of the pan or whatnot. If it's just sitting there, you get X amount of like coming off. But if you blow over it, it'll take more up. It's not because there's lower pressure there. It's because you are actually increasing, I would say, the air going over it, and maybe the surface area, you're increasing that. I don't think it's that. That's wrong, but I hope you get where I'm going for. You have a lot more air going over it, so since the air's going over it, you can pull those vapors off of it. But if you don't have air going over it, they just kind of simmer up. It's almost, in a sense, like evaporation. So those oils, the water, it does evaporate because it's coming off the surface area of the water or the oils. It will evaporate over time. But when you get those oils or water or whatever to its boiling point, its vaporization point, they will start to boil and they'll come up faster. But to really get them faster, it's going to be the air coming over it. So that's why a carb cap really, really works. That's why a terp slurper works, because the air is coming through the bottom, coming up over it. That's why any kind of like spinner cap works. It gets the air to move around. You just need the air to go over the oils, pull it up and pull in. So you can use a banger, you can use this, or you can use one of our Silver Surfer E-bangers. Any of that works as long as you have a carb cap. So pretty much, hopefully that explains how a banger works. It works by heating the oils up and then having a carb cap or something on top so the air can actually flow over the oils, creating more vapor, pulling those off, and then coming in. So again, check out Cold Start Dabs. It's my favorite. It's efficient if I'm using a torch. But if I'm going to use electrical, I definitely am going to go with the Silver Surfer E-banger. Keeps my rig safe, keeps all that stuff. I don't have a hot thing right here, whatnot. Go check it out. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. If you got any questions or comments, hit us up. We would love to answer those. And again, please subscribe. And we're always looking for some Elevate dolls out there. Peace out, Elevate, mind, body, spirit.